friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elizabeth. This is the Joyful Sojourn, and in this video we are flipping through new items from the Happy Planners Back to School Launch 2024. If you missed my previous video, I did an unboxing, short little unboxing with my first impressions of everything that I received from the Happy Planner. Thank you, Happy Planner. This video is a flip through of the planners that I received, and then I have a third video, which is a flip through unpackaging of the planner accessories and the sticker books. So I will link the other two videos down below if you want to check those out so you can see collectively what I received and get a detailed flip through of everything as well. If you decide to shop, please check out the information in the description box. I have buy more, save more codes and my affiliate link. As always, I ask you to use an affiliate link if you shop. It doesn't have to be mine. Of course, I would love that it would be mine because affiliate links help support those of us that take the time to produce videos and content and flip through so that you can make an informed decision and decide how you want to spend your money. So I do hope you will use my affiliate link down below. Are we ready to get into it? All the things. Let's start, and I'll kind of do an overview of Happy Planner's launch schedule. I know a lot of people are wondering, oh, when does this come out? When does that come out? I'll talk about that, and we'll also talk about some of the features of the back to school launch. So let's start with the smallest. Let's go with the smallest planner. Then we'll do the classic planners and the big planners. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 planners to show you in this video. And let me just say, this is not everything in the back to school launch. I don't think. Happy Planner sends samples out to ambassadors and influencers, I guess, for lack of a better word, so that we can share the product with you. And we don't get everything. So make sure you're looking out on the Happy Planner website. You're looking around YouTube to see if there's anything else that might be out there that you'd be interested in that I didn't receive to show you. Okay, let's start with this first one. This is a mini Happy Planner. You don't see a lot of minis in the back to school release, and that is because a lot of the back to school planners are focused on teachers and students. They tend to be classic and big size. They all start in July, and they are 12-month planners that go from July to or through June. So they're meant to follow the academic year, but you don't have to be a teacher or a student to appreciate these. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so you guys can see this a little bit more clearly. So you don't see a lot of this size, but a lot of people do love an academic year planner, even if they're not a teacher or a student. And so that's why we see a couple other layouts as well, and a size like this. So this is the mini vertical planner. The theme is Happy in Paris, and I did receive a couple other items in the Happy in Paris collection. So you do see little collections within each launch. So if you like something in the planner version, make sure you get the sticker book. If you like a sticker book, keep an eye out for the planner because then you can get a cute little collection. So Happy Planner is part of the Donor Choose program, or participates in the Donor Choose program. So I think that means that they provide like school supplies to teachers. They can sign up to participate, and it's really cool that Happy Planner participates in that program. So little kind of heads up about that. If you are new to Happy Planner's packaging, we've got 3 tabs here at the front. The first one tells you what the layout and what the term is in the planner, and of course what the theme is. So we've got mini vertical. The theme is Happy Planner, or Happy in Paris, and it's a 12-month planner. You flip the tab and you have an overview of what the layout is. This is a vertical layout. And then the third page has just more information about why the disbound system. And if it's a collab with Happy Planner, meaning another artist has submitted artwork, you would have like a profile of the collab, the person kind of highlighted on this third tab, which I really, really love when they do that. And I do have some planners here that are part of a collab. So I'll give you that example in a little bit. So we have a plastic cover. We have mini plastic discs they're clear with gold fleck. If I didn't already say this, my nails are post go wild and they're a hot mess. So just ignore that. Okay, so front cover says live life in full bloom. I'm a sucker for a squad girl, and I'm very excited. This is kind of like the I guess, new wave squad girl aesthetic. So let's open this guy up and see what we have inside. Our first page is kind of like a name page or a title page. So this mini planner belongs to, and you would just put in your name, maybe a piece of contact information, and it's 2024, 2025. And I love seeing these girls here on the side. Let me make sure. I don't think I need to zoom in. You guys can see that all right, right? I'll just do a little bit of turning. I want to make sure you guys can see everything really well. So Happy in Paris, we can already see like a Parisian theme with the illustrations. This planner has, and I think all of the layouts are going to be similar. So maybe this video won't be too long, just flipping through dashboards, but, or dividers. This is our 2 years at a glance. So even though this is a July to June planner, you still get all of 2024 and all of 2025 at a glance. And then you have plenty of space here on the sides to write any notes, holidays. So even though it's a small planner, you have plenty of room for holidays, anniversaries, birthdays, all those sorts of things. You also have like a year at a glance with a little bit more detail. So this view might be helpful if you want to maybe use a dot pen or just a regular pen and circle, maybe paydays or pay time off, or you could do holidays here if you want to, but really the year at a glance like this, you could do more detail. So you might log or circle maybe birthdays to see it kind of overview, but you could put maybe the names of the people's birthdays on the actual day. This is going to go from July to June, and the shaded boxes are your weekends. So Saturday, Sunday are shaded. I love this because I'm a tracker. So I like putting personal health information. Depends on how you want to use this planner, but I like logging step counts, my period, intimacy, anything like that you want to kind of migraines. If you had a migraine that day, if you're tracking anything health related, you could put that here. So I like having these tracking pages at the beginning. And then we get into our monthly dashboard. This is considered like a currently page, but it really is an overview for your month. So this is the July overview, and then we lead into the July month. You have your top 3 priorities, your important section. This is just a grid, and then an open section down at the bottom for notes. Down at the bottom, we have any holidays that are represented in that month. Then we switch to the July month. Live life in full bloom, really cute illustrations, and you have your monthly overview. Very, very neutral. I'm a big neutral fan. I love seeing decorative dividers and decorative colors, but covers, but I like seeing this neutral palette because I'm a decorator. For those of you that are minimalist as well, you'll like that there isn't a lot of illustration on this. And yeah, you can use it however you want to use it. So we have our monthly overview for July, open note section here on the left margin. And then we do have holidays present for the month of July. The only deco on here is the polka dots down the spine. And then here is our vertical layout. This is the top selling layout from the Happy Planner. I don't know why, you guys, it's not my favorite, but y'all love the vertical. So here's the vertical layout. If it's new to you, you have 3 sections for each day. And this is great for people who just like to create lists. If you just want to do, lists, all your to-dos. If you have 3 different areas of your life that you'd like to categorize, you can do that. Have maybe your spouse or a pet, maybe to-dos, things that have to happen today. And then you can plan horizontally based on those subjects. And that is a little tease for why I love so much the teacher layout. So we'll talk more about that. But you can create a similar look with the vertical planner. So we'll just do a quick little flip through of the whole month of July, and then we'll just start jumping through all of the different dividers. So there is your month, and it's going to be the same for every month. So we'll just take a look at the dividers. This is August. September is C'est la vie, with a little bit of that kind of champagne gold foil. October, Boulangerie. Dear Weekend, Stay for a While. I love that. Then we just have some pattern for November. Life is Sweet for December. Is there any foiling on that? No foiling on the December. There is for January. Enjoy today. Then we just have the girls. This is, I think, yeah, this is a replication of the inside cover of the planner. Fall in Love with Today for March. Do What Brings You Joy, and with some champagne gold in there. Be in Love with Life. Can you all see this? I think I need to pull this off. I think it's, I don't know if it's quite holographic, but that's really pretty. And this is, oh, look. Can you guys see? There's a strip of it down here as well. That's nice. I like that. And this is why everyone loves the discount system. Pull down and you can take the page off and then you can pop it back on. The way that things are interchangeable is really, really nice. Okay, hold on. I will say though, May is hard to read. May is a little hard to read because it's following, I think it's the same kind of material, but you will see over here that that is May. And then the last month that we have is June. But first, all the coffee. I love it. This is very inclusive too. I love that we've got a gal here in her wheelchair. I know that Happy Planner has grown leaps and bounds with their imagery, and I think that's really, really nice to see. Much more inclusive. So here is our final month, and then let's take a look at the last page. It always finishes with some notes. Here is your back inside cover, and then your back cover. Also, remember, with Happy Planner and the discount system, you can always flip things over and use the insides as a cover. So if you are not a big flower fan or you don't want that kind of foiled look, you could actually flip it over to where your gals are on the front and it says Plan a Happy Life. So there's lots of customizing you can do. So that is Happy in Paris. Let's move on to our classic sized planners. Very, very excited for this one. Let me make sure this is put back. Okay, this is the Jess Miller Draws. I'm gonna have to zoom back out. Zoom back out so you guys can see all of that. This is the Jess Miller Draws collaboration. This is a teacher layout. I love a teacher layout. July start, 12 months. Year to Grow is the theme or the collection theme. We have white plastic discs, and then here we can see who the creator is. I love that there's information about her. It just makes us feel connected to the designers. I think it's nice when they do that. And there are a few items in the Jess Miller Draws collaboration. So if you like this aesthetic or you want to support this artist, then definitely check out the Jess Miller Draws collab. Okay, so this is very Go Wild. Wild and Free is our cover. A little bit of gold foiling on there. This is very fun. Cut this guy open. So this is a teacher planner, which means it's going to have some additional elements that you might not need if you're not a teacher. However, you can customize this however you want. If you like the aesthetic of this and you can make it work for your life, do not be dissuaded by the teacher elements. If you are a teacher, you're gonna love some of the things that are included in here. So we have the soft pink inside cover. Here is your name dashboard. It's a little bit different than a typical Happy Planner because it's a teacher edition. So you'll be able to put your name, the school, the room number, and the address if you'd like to. Then we open up to a true like setup for a teacher. This only has the academic calendar that has July through June for 2024-25. That's different than the vertical planner that was a 12-month July start planner. That was the vertical layout. Because it doesn't have all these teachery things, it's just meant to be part of the 12-month July start launch. And that's why it has both years, whereas this is specifically for a teacher. So we have the academic year, and then this page is like your hub, your information hub. You have the school schedule, reliable students and teachers, and notes. This is a note page for your substitute teacher. So if you've got someone coming in, they can come in, look at your planner, have the information about recess and lunch, when school starts and ends, contacts within the school, and then plenty of notes here that you can leave for a substitute teacher. Paper is a nice thickness, so I think this will last no problem through the school year. We've got our year at a glance, July through June, just like we did with the other planner. Whoa, I have not flipped through this. This is really pretty. I love how bold this divider is, and it makes me really excited to see the rest of these dividers, because if you're someone that needs something that like brings you joy and it's like a punch in the face in like the best way, this is going to have it. So it'll be interesting to see if the layout is neutral. I think it will be based on our currently page or our dashboard page for the month, because this is super neutral. Same as the vertical, we have our priorities box, important box, and our take note box, and holidays down at the bottom. Let me make sure we are really zoomed in here. Okay, so squeeze the day with some of that gold foiling for July. Oh yeah, it's gonna be neutral. Oh yes, this is so fun. Okay, here is our July monthly. And a lot of these things are gonna be the same, but we'll talk about this layout. You guys, I so want the Happy Planner to do this, but with the dates up here. I'm happy to decorative date. It's something I do a lot on my channel. If you want to see how I do that, there's plenty of videos. But it would be kind of cool if they did this layout, and call it a subject layout and have the dates up here. If you are a teacher, the idea behind this layout is you have your work week Monday through Friday, and then up here you add boxes, or you can just write in different categories or like lesson plans or areas up across the top. And then for each day, Monday, let's say this is reading, writing, arithmetic, whatever the case may be, you can put what the lesson plan is or the activity is for that day in each of the categories. So really, really helpful if you're a teacher and you want to break things down in this way. Let's say you have ongoing continuing education or meetings, that could be its own column. So this could be meetings. And then if you have any meetings this week or appointments, parent-teacher conferences, whatever, that could be this column. If you're not a teacher, and same thing if you're a student, let's say you're a high school student or even junior high student, college student, whatever the case may be, you can put all of your classes up here at the top, your different subject areas up here at the top, and you can do maybe what your homework assignment is for each day. So let's say you're in history and math. Okay, well, your assignment for history due on Monday, you would put that here. What's due for writing on Monday here. So you put your subjects up at the top, and then what the assignments are would just go down by day. If you are not a teacher or a student, this is really, 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 really great for home organization. And the way to do that would be to actually redate up at the top. There are 7 sections. So this would be the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. So you have the weekend accounted for. So you'd have 7 days if you redate it. And then you would just cover up this either with decorations or just with a square box. And then whatever category you want it to be, you can put it in this section covering the dates. So that way you're kind of getting back into like what I said with the vertical planner, where you've got your date at the top and then you've got your subject areas going horizontally across the page. That is how I have used this. I've seen a lot of people on social media use this for social media. I used this for social media like a year or 2 ago. I've used this for fitness and like health wellness tracking. So let's say I wanted to put like my step count, or I could do breakfast, lunch, dinner, steps, activity, fitness stats, whatever the case may be, like my watch, my Apple Watch fitness stats I could put here. And then I would just log that every day going this way. Or if I have maybe like recurring health things, I want to have a box for that, and then I can track it every day. I love that it's essentially aligned vertical, but it gives you that formatting to have 5 different categories that you can track through the week. So that is one of the suggestions I have for using this layout. And this layout only comes out in the back to school launch. I'm speaking with authority on this because I can't say I've ever seen a teacher layout outside of the July start planners. So whenever I see unless it's undated, unless you see an undated that comes out in December. Yeah, so if you like this layout and you want to play with it for your personal life, you definitely want to jump on the July starts so you can try it. So here is the teacher layout. Absolutely fabulous. It is for everybody. I wish the Happy Planner maybe did a second version of this that is the subject layout. And maybe it's exactly the same, but it has the dates and maybe just boxes here so that you can put what your subjects are. That would be really cool and would be applicable to everybody. And then teachers could use it if they wanted to as well. So here is our August dashboard. And now we can just take a look at all of the dividers because the weeklies are going to be the same. Here is August. I love that they've given us this from the cover on a divider. Then we have September, create something beautiful every day. Seek magic in every day. Oh, it's seasonal. You guys, it's seasonal. I was not expecting that. See how this is kind of like Halloweenish, sort of. Pumpkin spice and all things nice with like a copper foiling. Warmest, okay. If you're looking for an ode to seasonal planner in the teacher launch, this is the one. So you're going to want the collab. Warmest winter wishes. Grow, shine, dream, love, inspire. Living the sweet life for February because we know it's waltz the candies. Grow your own way as we're getting into spring. Spring flower happy hour for April. Stay golden for May. Summer state of mind for June. And then the last element in all of the teacher planners, we go from a note page to your checklist. And you can buy supplemental checklists if you need more of these in your planner, but really cool that they do these for the discount system. The teacher edition will come with a preset divider with checklist. So it says celebrate every day, and then you have your classroom checklist. Now, I think this is self-explanatory for those who are teachers. You would have the name of the student and maybe either the assignment or homework or attendance roster you can use for this. See how many pages we get. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those kind of first name tabs or sections. But if you are not a teacher, if you just love tracking stuff, this is just a good tracker. You just look at it like it's an extension of or a paper version of an Excel spreadsheet, which might sound boring for some people, but if you're type A like I am, I love a good Excel sheet, you guys. I love tracking stuff. This could be used for budget. This, again, could be used for health-related things. If you do stuff for social media, you could do this. You could use this for social media tracking. Any number of ways you can come up with an idea for how to use this. So that is the teacher layout. There's the back of this guy. And since we kind of did a good look through of that one, I know these are going to get a little bit faster because we don't need to spend quite as much time talking about the layout itself. Oh, one thing I did want to go over is just the Happy Planners. Actually, let's stick with the, let me see if we've got any other teacher. That was the only teacher one I got. No, I have the big ones. So we'll jump over. No, let's get all the teacher layouts done right now while we're on that kick. And while I'm doing that, so the other teacher layout ones I have are these guys. Oh, I have the Jess Miller draws in a big. So we'll take a look at what the big looks like. And then Reading in the Garden. So pretty. Let's do this one since we just did the Jess Miller draws. Before I do that though, let me just do a quick little run through of the Happy Planner launches. So if you are new to the Happy Planner, there are a handful of big launches every year. Now the exact days may change, but the timeline is pretty consistent. So this launch is for back to school. That typically happens around this time, like beginning of May-ish. This includes planners that are 12-month planners that start in July. So back to school, think of the academic year. So the planners in this launch are going to be 12-month planners that go from July through June. Write this down, guys. So that's back to school, happens in late spring, and it's a lot of teacher layout planners. In late August, anywhere between late August and mid-September is the Happy Planners fall release. The fall release is the biggest release of all of the releases that Happy Planner does during the year. That is like the big kahuna because that includes the 12-month planners that start in January. That release is massive. We're talking hundreds of products that have 12-month January start planner. So that's a traditional timeline, January start planner. Those come out in the fall launch that happens end of August, early September. The third launch is in roughly December, and that is called the winter launch. The winter launch in December-ish is undated planner. So if you are looking for a 12-month undated planner that you can start at any time, that will be at the beginning-ish of December. So that way, as you're preparing for January, you can, pick something that came out in the fall that's dated. And then if you want to supplement or you change your mind, you can grab an undated in December. Then we have the spring release. The spring release comes, I want to say March, April range, and that has 18-month planners. Those planners also start in July, but they run through the following calendar year. So the spring launch and the back to school launch both have the July start planners. Those two launches have the July start planners, but one of them is for 18-month planners and the other is specifically back to school academic year related. And then outside of those four big launches or releases, there's a smattering of Be Happy boxes, there's limited collections, there's Cyber Week in November where there's new product, but really those are the four kind of seasonal launches that you can count on for Happy Planner. Hope that is helpful. Let's get back to it. Big teacher layout, Jess Miller draws. So big size is an 8.5 by 11. A lot of teachers prefer this because as they receive handouts and stuff at meetings, they can punch them and add them into their planner, and it's the same size as copy paper. So we have pink plastic discs, and this design is going to be exactly the same as the Jess Miller draws. Their covers are different, but I think our dividers are going to look very similar. Let's do just a quick comparison. I think we're going to need to, actually, maybe we're okay. I'll pull out just a little bit. There you go. Can you guys see that okay? Maybe a couple elements will be different, but for the most part, stripes here, flowers here, and these are exactly the same. And it looks like if you look at the divider tabs, they're going to be exactly the same. So the illustrations or the dashboard order might be the same as well. But some of you might prefer the bigger size. I think this is a 7 by, I always forget, 7 by 9? No. Oh my gosh, it doesn't, I always forget. Someone's going to leave a comment. I know what the size is for the classic size. Sorry, 7 by 9.25. That's what it was for the classic size. So we'll just take a quick look so you can see, oh, it's different. Y'all, it's different. We're going to do a full flip through because whereas the classic collab, the classic Jess Miller Draws Year to Grow collab is a teacher layout. It is neutral, but look, if you get it in the big version, it's colorful. So if you are looking for color, this is where you're going to get it. And this could be really, really fun if you're someone that doesn't have, actually, that's really cute. If you don't have a lot of time to decorate and you just want something to be happy and seasonal, this is the planner that you want. It is in the big size only though. I have never seen the Happy Planner make a duplicate product in the same launch in two different sizes. And some people love the variety and some people get mad because they're like, why can't this be in the classic? Or why can't this be in the big? I don't know. It just is what it is. But hopefully if you're looking for a big and you're looking for color and you're looking for seasonal, this is something that will be up your alley. Oh yeah, even this is different. So we've got blue and a different font for our currently page, a little bit of deco down at the bottom. And then even our monthly is different. We've got stripes going down the spine. We've got seasonal elements in the corners and colorful font for our dates. And then even the weekly is different. Interesting. So instead of putting color down the spine, they put it up across the top and the bottom. So we've got some flowers, we've got some stripes, but I love that the inside of this is neutral. I think that was a good choice. Very curious now to see if the colors change at all. So here's August. The dividers are going to be the same, but monthly looks the same and the weekly looks the same. So it looks like it's not going to, ooh, but you know what is changing? Hold on, guys. We're going to have to look at the icons for the monthlies. So each month, your icons are going to change. So notice we got a watermelon here. When we get into September, we're getting to autumnal colors. Make sure y'all can see that. Yep. Mushrooms and leaves. Oh, it is changing. So did August just not change? August and July are the same because they're summer. But look, this is changing for September. So all of September is going to have these more warm tones. We're going to have to do a quick flip of all of this. Then we've got orange for the currently. Okay, so every 2 months, I think they're going to, every 2 months it's going to change. So July and August were kind of summery. Now we're getting into more kind of fall. We've got the moon and stars at the top, the stripes on the bottom. Then we've got orange, same thing, kind of autumnal with the top. And yeah, same kind of warm colors for November. I think it's going to change seasonally because look, here's red for December. And then we've got hot cocoa and sugar cookies and stuff. Actually, it's really nice that they did this because not everybody observes Christmas. So this is very holiday neutral for the decor for December. And it's the same thing for this decor. No matter what holiday you're celebrating, it's very neutral. Got red with the stars for December. January is still, oh, don't forget this little decor down here. January is still in that red vibe. Let's take a look at February. Still in winter, so we've got the winter decor for February. Now we're switching to green, so we're getting into spring. We've got flowers and butterflies. All right, now we're switching to green with the flowers at the top, the stripes at the bottom. Still green with April, which means our weeklies are still green. May is still green because we're in spring. Same thing. Let's jump to June. Blue font, and we're back into the summer vibes. Fun! Yep, and we're back to the blue. So every 3 months, you're gonna switch deco, and even this, I love that this is all neutral, but then we have pops of color down the spine, and then the classroom checklist header is in color. So it keeps it a little bit fun. I think that they did a really good job making a big neutral with just a little bit up here. And if you wanted to cover this up, you could, but what's most important is the functionality in the center. And I love that this is not cluttered with extra decor. So you get all of the color, and you get the seasonal. So that is the big version. I hope it was helpful to see they are different. If you want seasonal in the classic, you're gonna get a neutral. If you want seasonal in the big, you're gonna have a little bit of deco, seasonal color deco around the outside. Okay, let's take a look at the other big, and then we'll get back into the classics that aren't the teacher layout. So if you are looking for a big teacher layout, check out this guy. Reading in the Garden. Oh, I'm sorry, but this is gonna be a popular one, I think. How pretty. Let's see if this is a collab. I don't think so. Nope. Okay. Oh my goodness. You earthy neutral lovers, you romantic earthy lovers are gonna really like this one. Pretty, kind of a plaid deco on this side. Teacher edition name name title page for your name, school, room number, and your address. All right, so this is going to be the same exact layout as we saw with the Jess Miller Draws one, where we've got the academic calendar on the left, school schedule, reliable students and teachers, your notes. Oh, and these are plastic discs. All of the discs I have that I received in this collection are just your classic plastic discs. I'm like an automatic upgrade to the metal discs, but this color is really pretty. I have a lot of green discs from Happy Planner, but I would love to see this in metal. How pretty would that be? You've got, ooh, neutral, neutral, neutral. I like this. I love how neutral and clean this is. Very pretty with the green discs down the middle. This might be a planner that's worth keeping on these discs because of how perfectly it matches this aesthetic. Our dashboard's gonna be the same. So we're just gonna take a look quickly through the dividers. This is July. Every time she reads, she is home. Neutral, July monthly. And then here is your teacher layout. I've already talked about that. So we're gonna be able to jump over and take a look at the dividers. Here's August. This is where the magic begins. Ooh, if you're a librarian, girl, you're gonna want this one. This is a good one. This is September. I love this. Can you guys see that the tab follows the printing with the text? How cool is that? Always the dreamer with like journals, beautiful black and white. What appears to be the end is usually the start of new beginnings for November. This is stunning, you guys. December, home is where my books are. Man, this is pretty. Let life surprise you for January. You already have more than you need for February. You will never regret being kind for March. That is the truth. Breathe in all of the possibility that today holds for April. Oh my gosh, I just feel zen looking through this. This is May. This reminds me of the Bookish sticker book. Ooh, I would love, oh, I wonder, you guys, I didn't get this sticker book, but oh my gosh, if there is a corresponding sticker book for this planner, I am buying it for sure. If I didn't already mention it, I do have another video linked down below for the accessories and sticker books I did receive though, if you want to see what I got. But I need to go find some YouTube videos that might have a sticker book that goes along with this because it is stunning. And then our last checklist divider has just a nice neutral sagey green grid on it. And then our classroom checklist, nice and neutral. And then on the back, plan a happy life. Pretty leaves. This is gorgeous. Like, this is a standout to me. And it's so satisfying in a different way than the Jess Miller Draws one. Like, I love the punch of that. It's just so happy. But then there's this and it's like, yeah, but this makes me feel cozy. So that is the big teacher layout, reading in the garden. Let's all hope that there is a sticker book that goes with this because I will be buying it. All right, 3 more planners to go, friends. We've got 2 vertical. Ooh, Bridgerton. Let's do the Bridgerton. I want to see what the new Bridgerton looks like. Bridgerton, House of Bridgerton vertical layout starts in July. We've got the plastic gold discs. I love the cover, well, and the color, but the cover on this one, like, how pretty is that? This is the first chapter of a happy story. Let me make sure we are all squared up so y'all can see everything. Dearest reader. Now, this is not a teacher planner, so we're not going to have the checklists in it. We're not going to have the sub notes, pages, etc. This is just a July start planner, part of the back to school release, and in the vertical layout. So this is really pretty. It's like that nice, this is one of my favorite colors. The wall in my office is this color. It's like a peacock color, dark peacock color with some lined florals. Oh, this is going to be colorful, guys. So if you're looking for a decorated planner with lots of like flourishes, this is going to be the one. This is the 2024-2025 calendar at a glance. And then, oh, look how fancy the font is for our year overview, year at a glance. pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, now this planner is very similar in aesthetic to the Be Happy box. So if you missed it, this might be the one that you want to get. If you missed the box and you just wanted the planner, this is gonna be the one to go. So July 2024, we've got deco kind of in the background of your priorities, your important section, and your July July holidays. This is our cover for July. And then here's our overview. Very decorative. It's got like a richness to it. I kind of like the darkness, actually. It kind of looks like blackout pages. You know how some people will use black paper and then they'll cut out their monthly and glue it down onto the black paper. It gives that kind of aesthetic. Oh, I'm pleasantly surprised. There is not as much deco and like color in the weekly as I was expecting. So it's kind of a good in between deco and neutral. You've got fancy font for July and you've got some flourishes down the spine, but otherwise it's very neutral, very clean. We've got our classic vertical layout through the whole month. Oh, you guys, I wonder if the color down the spine is going to change. Here is August. A woman can truly sparkle from within. We've got our August monthly and our weekly. I do want to check and see if the colors change. Ooh, that's pretty. Here is September. I want to flip through each one, but yep, we switch over to the blue for September. Diamonds are not the only gems that sparkle for October. Pink. So we're going back and forth between the pink and the blue on the interior. November, Flawless Darling. December, Dearest Gentle Reader for January. February, All I Have Ever Wanted Is to Be Seen. March. Y'all, I just realized this is probably, isn't there another season of Bridgerton coming up soon? I think there is. So is it coming out in July? I don't know. Someone can check me down in the comments. But if someone out there, if you've got a friend that's a big Bridgerton fan, how cute of a gift would it be if like you guys watch it together? If it's like a friend group thing, everybody got like a Bridgerton notebook or a Bridgerton planner at your watch party. That would be so cute. So there is March. April. May. That's pretty. And June. Champagne gold. Let's see what the back looks like. Oh, look how cute. Your last notebook page is Lady Whistledown Society Papers. What a fun way to do the last note page. There is your inside back cover and your final back cover. That is the Bridgerton Classic layout for Classic Vertical for July. Let's take a look at this guy. This is also a vertical. The last one I have to show you guys will be that checklist layout. So we'll move a little bit more quickly through this one and just take a look at the dashboard dividers. So we have gold discs, plastic discs on this one. Life is Lovely for the cover. Ooh, that's pretty. I think this is going to be pretty much identical to the vertical the mini that we just saw at the beginning of this video. Then they got to throw me for a loop, you guys. So the mini vertical in the Happy in Paris was totally neutral. The classic in the Happy in Paris is going to be decorative. Totally different. Do I have the mini? Do I have the mini somewhere? Everything is everywhere. Well, trust me, or go back and watch. But the mini is totally neutral. So we can already see this is unique and it's got some fancy fonts. The months are different colors. We have florals down the spine, and then we've got these little images down in the corners. So that is definitely way more decorative. Ooh, even this is different. So shaded gray in the mini, and we have shaded in a, I want to call it like an orange sickle, creamsicle kind of color. It's not quite orange, maybe a little bit more yellow, but really, really, really light. Ooh, and then we switch over to green. That was unexpected. And then already decorated for your currently page. Same layout, priorities, important, and take note, and your holidays down at the bottom. Your monthly is decorated. You've got florals up here at the top, some flourishes down at the bottom, fancy font, and your notes section has notes written with a little bit of a highlight. The spine is really simple, just a little strip of color going down the center. Oh my gosh, that is actually so cute. That is really cute. Okay, I like that. I like how they did that box. Even the font. Okay, we're gonna have to get in here. Can you guys see that font for July? I don't know why, but that looks really pretty. Big fan of that. I approve, Happy Planner. If you're gonna do decorative, I think this is a really pretty option. Love the florals, love the this week box. You've got a note section. Font is different for the month of July. This font is the same in every planner I've seen so far, for the most part. On the neutral side, it's gonna be this. This is like their default, but I like that they they do some changes with the decorative stuff on the monthlies. I think that looks cool. Okay, so let's jump to the dividers. Actually, let's see if anything changes. The box has changed for this month. This illustration is different. So some of the illustrations are gonna be different in your currently page. Yep, different down here. The dividers are all the same as the mini that we looked at, but see how our illustrations are different. And yeah, our boxes are changing color. Keep looking, see how these are all, maybe there's like 4 different images that are being recycled. I love this font. I think it's so pretty. Yeah, I think this is a really pretty planner. Not everybody likes to overly decorate, or not everyone has the time to decorate. So when you open this up and it just already looks pretty, that can be really handy. Y'all know I use all the stickers, but oh, that's cute. That's really cute. I really like this last notes page. Yeah, I think that's really sweet. But if you are someone new to planning, or you have a friend who's celebrating a birthday, or just says, oh, I really need to get my life more organized, and they're overwhelmed with all the stickers and all the decorative planning things, getting something that is tastefully decorated like this is a really good, easy way to bring them into like grown-up plannering. I think that's fun. So that is Happy in Paris. Definitely different than the mini. The last planner we're gonna look at is this one. Very curious about this aesthetic. This is the checklist layout. The theme is Golden Hour. Starts in July per the usual. This is not a collab. How interesting. Okay, we gotta get in here. So it's got this like marbled, maybe even like leather look to it. I think that's a better way to say it. Leathered look to that brown, a little bit of pink marbling, some gold, and then we have soft pink plastic discs. Let's take a look at this guy. Ooh, we've got some like sunburst vibes going there. All right, let's see what this looks like. This is a checklist layout. We have not seen one of those in this video yet. So let's take a look. Our 2 years at a glance, and then our yearly overview, and our currently page, very neutral. Be a Bright Light is our first divider. Still doesn't tell us anything about what the vibe's gonna be. Maybe it's a colorway. Kind of looks like it's gonna be a colorway based on the tabs. Your monthly is going to be super neutral. Oh, I love a checklist layout. The checklist layout is super functional, you guys. It's got already like a format set up for you to have a checklist for every day. And there's plenty of room for more to-do lists. There's plenty of room for decorating. If you like the idea of the vertical, but it's too much of a blank canvas and you need a little bit of structure, this is going to give you the structure. In fact, I would go so far as to say that if you are new to the Happy Planner and everyone's telling you to get a vertical planner, don't. Get the checklist layout because it's going to give you an easy lead. It's like a guided plannering, guided organization, because you've got your checklist for each day. If you want to dabble with decorative planning, you could add some fun little deco stickers up here. You could maybe put like your food tracking up here. Memory keeping, you could do a little bit of memory keeping up here, and then your to-dos, and then, I don't know, journaling, journal here, to-dos, decorative stuff here. If you don't have anything going on Thursday, you could put a box sticker here. It's kind of nice to have a little bit of structure because the vertical layout is just like naked. This gives you a little bit of something. So you've got dot grid in the first section, your checklist in the second, and then it's just open blank in the third. This is all going to be the same. Get to August. You are golden for August. Yep, nothing's going to change with our weeklies, so we're going to jump to each of the dividers. See the beauty in every day with that gold foil. October, kindness matters with that gold foiling. November, find the beauty in today. December, shine from the inside. January is just some deco. Yeah, February, everything has beauty. March, grow and glow. April is that fun sunburst. May, you have so much to be proud of. And lastly, June, wonderful days ahead. Let's see what the last page looks like. Just open notes section. You got your sunburst on the back and then your back cover. So when you look at golden hour, it's kind of an aesthetic, but it's mostly just a colorway. It's very neutral. If you like these kind of peachy gold colors and you want something neutral, but you want a little bit more structure in your weekly, then the golden hour checklist layout could be really good for you. This is also a really good one for gifting to somebody who's new to planning and they don't know where to start. So that is golden hour. Curious if there's going to be a sticker book for that. So let me show you really quickly a little teaser. If you haven't seen my, excuse me, my sticker book and accessories video, let me just, I gotta move all of these planners out of the way so you can see, or so I can see my sticker books. My goodness. And I gotta figure out what I'm gonna be using. I'm not making any planner decisions until I make the transition from my full-time job to being a, I don't know, a YouTuber, content creator, and full-time mom, all those things. Ugh. But this is what I do have to show you guys in my next video. If you haven't seen it yet, it will be linked down below. But we've got a Happy Notes, we've got 3 accessory packs, and then we've got 3 full-size sticker books, a 5-sheet sticker book, and an 8-sheet sticker book. All of these are linked, or excuse me, all of these are flipped through in the link down below in the description box. One final reminder as I say goodbye to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you decide to pick anything up, please shop with my affiliate link down in the description box. There are buy more, save more codes. If you have any questions about the Happy Planner or, I don't know, needing some suggestions for what layout might work for you, that's what I'm here for, guys. I really want to be available to you and your planning and organizational needs. And so if there's any way that I can be of assistance, please let me know. Come hang out with me over on Instagram. My handle is The Joyful Sojourn. And if you want to hang out with me again, I sure hope that you do. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Until next time, friend, God bless you. God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.